Moved by their gesture, expressed their heartfelt gratitude for it and offered prayers and blessing for Empress Gifty. Well, I have Mr. Adam Chutomi in the building. He, one way or the other, is close to Empress Gifty in the capacity best known to him. Yeah, the ancient intimate. Or you want to disclose the capacity in which you are close to?
It's known already. It's known.
It's known already. Yeah, so you are the PR for. You run PR for Empress Gifty, or you are the road manager for Empress Gifty, or you are the manager for Empress Gifty.
Yeah.
Manager.
Yeah.
Okay. So manager Mecha.
Richard.
Fantastic.
You are the manager.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were PR or something.
So
manager.
I started by
wow.
That's why I started by mentioning all these portfolios. I said PR, he was cool. I said road manager, he was cool. I said manager was cool.
Marketing manager as well.
Yes. Manager there, I mean, you're supposed to oversee.
Yeah,
you're supposed to oversee everything.
Encompasses.
Well, 42 years. Empress gives you over here. We say happy belated birthday to you. Many more blessings. But Adam, shed more light on this event.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event. It was a birthday of Empress, but she decided to use the day to, celebrate some of the gospel legend. She has a principle that anytime she meets the oldies, regardless of the situation in which they are in, she will quickly go back to her car and, have some donation for them. So that's what she does on a normal day, anytime she meets a legend. So, one of them recently spoke about it, Georgia J. At that time, she didn't even know Georgia was going through some troubles. So she saw him and immediately went into the car and brought her some envelope. And, not knowing she had undergone surgery and was even at the point she met her, she was coming for financial aid from another presenter, Kojo Dixon. And unfortunately, Kojo wasn't there at the time. So that is what sustained her for a period of time. So she does that. So this birthday, the plan was that, okay, let me bring about 16 of them, then do some, birthday celebration with them, where everything will be in honor of them, from music, from food, the cake, then, a donation of cash to them. And that is what happened. So it was, a memorable one for them. And most of them were very happy because they said they've not seen this happen to them before. Especially from artists. And we've always talked about the fact that artists need to celebrate those who have paved the way, because if you do it today, tomorrow someone will do it for you. Because at times you do not need to wait for people outside your industry to celebrate those who have paved the way. You understand? So, if you're a journalist and some people inspired you, and today you are somewhere, you can celebrate them whilst they are alive, so that they will know that, oh, I've also lived a certain life which has inspired other people. So, that was the focus of it. And at the end of the day, the turnout was very positive, and the remarks from them, Mary Ganser, Diana Hobson, Cindy Thompson, and all of them. And those who were even late,
some were late.
Were still, some were coming from the Western region, Kumasi and other things. So, some were late, but still, they still got their cash donation. And, they are very, very happy about what happened to them on that day. So, I want to say congratulations to Empress for, thinking about the gospel legends, because they paved the way and they really mesmerize us with performance. Tego Sisters, wonderful performance there. And icing on the cake, Kwame Eugene also came through to do a performance with her, Watch Me. So it was like a total celebration for the legend. They were really happy, seeing Kwame Eugene to come around, and it was a wonderful time we had on Friday.
Okay.
So we need to continuously do that. Artists should celebrate. They are heroes, those who have paved the way. It makes the industry beautiful, and there is blessing in that. So let's all keep celebrating those who have paved the way in wherever career we find ourselves.
Okay. Kwame.
Slim.
Were you invited?
I was invited, but I couldn't go.
Okay.
I had
And
a
they would
lot
say
of work in
invited
the
or they
office.
are-
I was
they-
invited. I was invited a day or two before. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I couldn't make it because I had some work to do in the office. So next time, please look at the timing. Maybe in the evening or Friday. So 5 o'clock right now, we'll get time to come and also celebrate and enjoy the envelope. Oh, sorry, the envelope was for the veteran musicians. Sorry. Happy birthday to you, Empress Gifty. I like how she is growing in the industry. For some time now, I think there's been that kind of revival to her brand. I don't know if it's also out of the Midas touch of Settings Man, Edem Mensah Chotome, because I know Edem is one very enterprising guy who is always concerned about brands. And so if you find him, within your circles, it's likely that you'd also make some gains in your field. I'm very happy for Empress Gifty, and I wish her a happy belated birthday.
Simon, Kaswa Simon.
Cowell.
Martinez,
Slim,
how you doing?
I'm good, boss.
Your take on this one. Were you able to make it to the event? Were you invited? Let me ask you.
No,
They don't invite you?
no.
Okay, fantastic. Noted.
So, 42 years and counting. I wish her all the best. Per what Edem said, it means the birthday was actually celebrated to put smiles on the faces of others, not her achievement alone, but at least make others very happy. And it's a good initiative, but always paying attention to the oldies. Very, very good. I mean, from afar, some people think Empress Gifty is very hard and difficult to deal with, but when you meet her one-on-one, you realize she's a very lovely woman.
Oh, very, very.
Yes, 42 years, no of her power, Slim.
Hey.
It's not easy. It's not easy cry. I mean, she doesn't even look 42.
Yes,
Of course.
I agree.
Yeah, she's
when you
beautiful.
look at her, you won't tag her with that age. It means she's taking very good care of herself and she's been very active and vibrant. Well, what Kwame said, very, very true. Some few, should I say, months down the line, she's been so active. And that doesn't mean that she's not been active all this while. Ever since she stepped into the game, she's giving back-to-back hits and very, very active as well. But it looks like now she's become very...
I think it's because of
Vibrant.
I think it's because she's also adopted the media work,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
she that has increased her,
Diversity.
Diversifying
it
the-
has increased her visibility.
Yes,
That's
and
true.
at least that also threw more light on the other side of her. I mean, we have a lot in us, despite you being a musician, but with the media aspect as well, you can tell how she's very good at it. But in all, I'm very happy for her life.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't grow to see 42 years, but if you're alive and still counting and blessed with all this, then you can only be grateful to the Most High.
Anyway, for like I already said that for us here at It's FM, we're super happy for her. We wish her all the best.
Sure.
But for me personally, I still demand my jollof.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure, say.
Is it jollof you want or you want jollof?
It be jollof.
A question being obviously.
There is jollof and there is jollof.
Jollof. It be jollof.
It's just jollof.
Let's have a
Oh, and most of it then.
Oh, I think we had fufu ebunu. We
Hey!
had two food companies. I mean, coming to
It's
sponsor.
okay, don't mention the
I
company.
mean, it was amazing. Oh, they contributed to celebrating the legends.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
from jollof, fried rice, kokonte, mutuo. I mean, they really did amazing.
And then who did there? Who did fufu now?
Oh,
He didn't eat.
the airport. I mean,
Now who did then?
mutuo ne nkate
Ketewa bi na odi.
kakrebi, mienu pe kakrebi,
Odi ahia ya futi ahia na odi.
mienu pe.
Anyway, we're moving on to our next topic, and last 2 weeks on Showbiz Review Extra. In fact, we had the opportunity of listening to tapes from. In fact, it happened last 2 weeks. Or was it Wednesday or Thursday, where
Okay.
the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, current flag bearer, not the old one, the current one.
Yeah.
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia met members of the creative sector, and then, in fact, at length, telling everybody about the new music streaming platform that is about to be launched in November, and it's going to change the ways where the old ways we used to collect royalties and all that, or even enhance it. Let me use the word enhance royalty collection for creatives in Ghana, especially musicians. And I think in the speech somewhere along the line, we also heard about movie or film producers in there. It was a little bit confusing when we sat down on Saturday on Showbiz Review Extra. We're trying to find if the platform was only for audio, was a sonic experience, or it's going to be a visual experience as well. But then, hey, I mean, who are we to talk more if the thing is going to be launched in November, which is a few days away? We are just a few days away from November. So we're waiting, and China issues started popping up. This morning, Bawumia announces November launch of the local streaming platform. That is a caption that is being given on our website to revolutionize the royalties for creatives. Now, the Vice President and the MPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, has revealed that Ghana will launch its first local music streaming platform in November. Addressing stakeholders in the creative arts sector, Dr. Bawumia emphasized the need for a homegrown solution to help Ghanaian musicians reap better financial rewards from their work. Here is the flag bearer of the new patriotic party, that is the NPP, Dr. Bawumia, talking about the streaming platform.
Platforms like Spotify and so on are all externally owned for music. So all the streaming platforms like Spotify and so on are all externally owned. And so when we put our music on those platforms, it's not surprising that the returns in terms of the payments that are made to our musicians are very little. Very little. And they are not much to write home about in general. And so the issue for us of making sure we have a streaming platform locally for music and put in all the catalogs from A to Z that we can find in Ghana on the platforms. That has been something that has needed to be done for a long time. And so we've been working on this issue. Musica, Gamro, the music producers, and the private sector, the IT sector. We've been trying to, over the last couple of years, see about putting together a music streaming platform, digital platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts, as I said, to facilitate the tracking, collection, and distribution of royalties in the first place, and also to enable creativeness and assess and manage revenue, and also to help maximize opportunities. So that is a very, very important part. I had a meeting today. As I said, one of the meetings I was to have today was to get an update, and we'll take some decisions on the streaming platform. On the streaming platform, I am very happy to let you know that the work has been completed. The work has been completed, and we have joint work between Musica, Gamro, the music producers, and the private sector, and it has been completed. And we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. So in all, I think today I was satisfied after the various presentations that were made to me that we are ready to outdoor this new local streaming platform for Ghanaian musicians and film producers. So I think in all likelihood next month, which is the month of November, we will launch Ghana's first local streaming platform.
Well, it was all cheers and applause when Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia met with a section of the creatives and outdoored one of the flagship. In fact, it's been part of his manifesto in line with his digitalization plan to have a streaming platform that is locally owned, getting rid of the middlemen involved that have been taking huge chunks of money from creators and their rewards online. He believes that if there's a locally owned platform like that where we cut off all middlemen, in fact, content creators or music or artists will stand a better chance of making more returns on their works online. However, the issue took a little bit of a turn, and I'll give credit to Mr. Kwesi Abuaje of Peace FM and the show. That the name of the show is Entertainment Review on Saturdays on Peace FM, where they had a lady by the name Akise Aka, and she is the marketing director of Ghana Music Experience, GMX. They are supposed to be the developers or the people behind the platform. Please do not take me in the wrong context. They are supposed to be, because I watched the full tape and I think according to Akwesi Abuaje, he was made to believe that the lady who is making appearance in the studio is a rep or has insight on, has everything to do with the music streaming platform. And the question was triggered by my very own Tilia Kuyanipa. Let's listen to this one.
I have two questions. At the meeting now, Vice President MET Creatives,
microphone mail
Vice President MET Creatives, now saying the government has paid for the full developmental of the streaming platform. So, at what point did government take itself out after paying for the full?
The
creation process no on no tia who can 100. 80 every be muna abaya dia o tia 100 no 100% no. Abeda private for adie.
say be same because we say some meeting no ho na gamro for ho music for ho gapi for ho in terms say be same e bia na nia na oka no e bia na to different because dey privately owned.
Dr. Bawumia for it because he said government is not it. I see.
Is it the same digital platform?
And a different one.
And I make us say some meeting no Gamro for her, music for her, gapi for her, different in common.
Yes, no, I mean, I'm at the front. And I'll say they are about to introduce a streaming platform. November, launch. Unless, of course, it's a different one. I say, but if not, or say government has paid for the 100% for the developmental phase of it. 18 and I may wonder, so okay, private. Okay, it was a bit of a shock to me because now I know. So I want on 1 year. Also, if I don't understand, so if it's not it, then what is it?
Young be some Dr. Bawumia office.
I don't understand because I don't know pay down common buyer and they didn't come on into this because I was thinking that this conversation is supposed to give us.
So, Mami, Akisi. So, Senior Tilly Canon. At the Vice President meet encounter no any sanity.
Nyaminim say and yes sanity privately owned. In terms say senior Vice President ne kind and the office ne to me answer the question amani.
Okay. We'll dig into that. Okay, so maybe I'll play
private. Into say in kita ho any artist needing it. Ning na play no. Ye be explaining percentage by ho percentage ko mo ho nothing is finishing.
Okay. And starting all their private but since so saying no so I don't know.
Hi. Okay. Before I get to the studio, there is also second question that also came in from Tilly. Let me hold on to that one. Okay. But we try. This morning we're trying to get to the quarters of the MPP and reach out to Miracles Abuaji, who we know is in charge of comms for Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia for further clarification on this issue, because the show took a very, very strange turn when these things started popping up. Because myself, I was made to believe when I watched the initial submission from the lady that, she's in there to explain more about something that we so need in this part of the world. That is a music platform, streaming platform that understands even our commerce, how our system works. Because when I don't know if any of you have tried submitting songs on any of these DSPs using any aggregator, whether you're using TuneCore or DistroKid, even how to redeem your rewards online is a different conversation altogether. I think lately NRSA a little bit flexible, but back then it had to bounce through several people before you can even get it. But Charlie, if this one understands our system and is willing to work with our local banks for artists to get a fair share of whatever they've put out there, I think it was a wonderful conversation. But for the MPP or for Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia to say that they are going to pay for it and the ladies saying this one is a private thing, then the conversation is kind of different, because the lady went into the studio with Coca knowing perfectly that a week before they were talking about the same music streaming platform, and Coca reached out to Akwesi Abuaji like, I heard you talking about this thing, but I'd be like, the thing, you people don't understand it, so I'm going to bring in the person in charge of that. Only for us to realize that, Charlie, issues there is. I don't want to talk much about it, but let me start with you, Kwame Dazi. You posted a video.
Who posted the video?
You know, post them.
When?
I saw this link.
Which one?
You shared the link of the Showbiz Entertainment Review.
It was Mr. Hagler.
It was Hagler. Oh, okay. I thought it was you. Yeah. So I was reading that in the group, and then you were making some pointers in there. But
yes.
Your quick take on this issue before we bounce off.
I think Tilly gave some of us some assignment over the weekend. We had to go and look for the videos or footage of the entire meeting that we had with Dr. Bawumia a few weeks ago, because some of us wanted to hear.
There?
I was there. At a point, I thought maybe I did not hear him, or I wasn't paying attention, because when Tilly mentioned that Dr. Bawumia had said during the meeting that they had paid for the streaming platform, I went online, went to see the video, watch the video that I had from the meeting to see where exactly he said that, so we can make a solid point out of it. But we've gone through, even Mr. Hagler and the other producers have gone through the videos, and we can't find where he said that. Rather, the audio that you played, Dr. Bawumia said that they would take care of. So it's a future tense. They will take care of the development of the streaming platform. He didn't say they had fully paid for that. Okay. So I think if Tilly is listening, that's the correction we can make here. He didn't say that they had fully paid for the streaming platform. Apart from that, what streaming platform are we talking about? Now, in 2020, in the MPP manifesto, which is in full effect now till December.
That's the running one.
The running one for the Nana Addo government. Yeah. It says that we would build a digital platform for artists to make their products available to the global market. Okay. During the manifesto debate on creative economy, I asked Deputy Minister, Honorable Mark, I asked him a question about the platform, and he told me that, or he told all of us that they had done some research, and the research proved that the market wasn't fertile for a streaming platform. Okay. That was why they had not provided the platform for us as of the time we had that particular engagement.
Did he give you any breakdown as to...
No, because he had given examples of MTN Play, Aftown, and all those platforms that didn't work. They had challenges because the ordinary or the average Ghanaian wasn't ready to consume from those platforms. And so he explained to that extent, because I was asking why they had repeated that in Dr. Bawumia's MPP manifesto. And he told me as of the time that they did that research, the reason they had not implemented that promise was that a research
shows that
exactly
the country is not ready for that.
But maybe moving forward, they are doing more consultation to see how best that can be done in the coming years if Dr. Bawumia wins power. So this particular provision in the MPP manifesto for 2020 is still in effect. Ordinarily, or in essence, this should have been fulfilled within this time from now till December.
Yes.
So my confusion is, I don't know.
December 6th.
Sorry. I don't know if this streaming platform that is being provided is catering to this promise in 2020 manifesto,
or
which Honorable Deputy Minister told us that per their research cannot be done within this period or next year. But it's not for Dr. Bawumia's next year promise. You know why? On the same show by Akwesi Abuaji, I took time to go watch the stream. Honorable Deputy Minister Mark was on again.
Yes.
And he explained that this is not the streaming platform promised in the 2024 manifesto by Dr. Bawumia and the MPP. This is a private enterprise that came to them with a streaming platform idea, and as a government that practices the center rights philosophy as in public-private partnership, they thought they could support this idea.
As a capitalist.
Now, in the 2024 manifesto by Dr. Bawumia MPP, if he wins power, this is what he says he will do. He says if he wins power, he will establish, in partnership with the private sector, a streaming platform and digital management platform for Ghanaian content developers in the creative arts. So he didn't say for just music. So it could be music, it could be movies, it could be any other thing.
Yeah.
If he wins power in 2024 going to 2025 on. So that is what we will get if Dr. Bawumia wins power.
Okay. So not the November one.
So the November one
is supposed to be for,
per the explanation given to Deputy Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture, that November one is a proposal by a private enterprise, and they think that they can buy into it and support. So my question is, I have so many questions because we don't have the minister here, we don't have any rep from the MPP. My questions are: one, if this streaming platform that is to be launched on 30th October, if it is launched and it takes full effect, are we still going to have another streaming platform for the content creators if Dr. Bawumia wins this election? Meaning we're going to have two streaming platforms?
yeah.
So does it mean that
The Ghana Music Experience platform is just for music.
and that is not part of Dr. Bawumia's promises that he's giving, that if he wins power, he's going to fulfill?
So I think this one is clear.
There's a
Yes.
solely private initiative.
Yeah.
I mean, from the explanation the lady gave on the show,
Yeah.
there's a solely private initiative. I mean,
Okay.
and it's like there's
Yeah,
no
so-
PPP. I mean, if it is PPP, she wouldn't have said that there is no, like, it's solely private.
Okay.
Because PPP means that somebody is also contributing a certain, I mean, in a certain form to be able to add up to be PPP. So if there is no contribution, it becomes
be.
a sole,
Okay.
enterprise. So
But
carry
during
on.
the meeting, let me finish. During the meeting, you listen to the speech made by Vice President and flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He said this is in partnership with Musiga, with Gamro, with the private enterprise and government. So it's in partnership. So if the woman, Akise Aka, tells us that this is a sole enterprise and government has no hand, and on the other hand, Deputy Minister of Tourism tells us that they are supporting, because yes, this is their philosophy. They believe that if you have a private enterprise, government can support you.
Yeah.
Then it means government has a hand in there. So who is communicating what? I believe there is a gap somewhere in terms of communication. Two things: either there is a gap in communication, or somebody isn't telling us the real truth. Because now you are keeping everybody wondering, what are we going to get out of this? What is happening? Are we having a streaming platform for the entire creative industry? This is for music alone. Is this the platform that Dr. Bawumia promised? No. You said it's a partnership between government, other agencies in the industry, and a private company. Now, the company is telling us this is their sole project. So, where does the government come in this conversation? What role is government playing in this conversation? We need to know, because as creative industry people, we need to understand the situation before it gets out of hand. And mind you, if government is championing this, or any private individual is championing this, they are doing it for the people of the industry. So we should be concerned. We have a stake in there, whether you like it or not. If it comes out finally and people sign on to this platform and they're not getting their due, we are the same people that will come here and complain. So we need to make sure the right things are done before we take off. And yes, sir, this platform will be out, and the problems we seek to address will be worse and worse. Because you're telling us that you want our creatives, our musicians, to get more money from this platform. That is why you are creating it. Have you done real research to know how Spotify, Boomplay, and all these platforms pay people that sign on to that? Where are you going to get the money from to pay the artist? So if I sign on to this platform as, let's say, Kwame Eugene, Empress Gifty, how am I going to get money from this streaming platform?
Okay, so
these are other conversations that we should have. But to me, I think there's confusion in the minds of creatives because the communication, one, has not been clear, or maybe somebody isn't telling us the real truth.
Okay. Well, with respect to what you just said, I'm sure that will be in the fine details of the operational document of the Ghana Music Experience, how they are going to market the streaming platform, how they are they going in for, so is it going to be a one-time subscription, is it going to be a monthly subscription, and how much are they charging, what percentage or quota is going to the artists, which how much is going to the management of the platform, and all that, all things around it. I'm sure it's going to be in the operational document of the Ghana Music Experience. I don't know if it's the name of the company is Ghana Music Experience. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure it's going to be in that. But what I'm worried, my biggest worry would be the seemingly clash of ideas when it comes to a streaming platform, a locally based streaming platform. And I'm sure the vice president this morning, if he's listening or he has somebody,
they are listening.
If they have some people listening, the fundamental stuff that are needed for creatives in this business, especially in this era that is 2024 and moving on, has to be data and the cost of data and access to data, as a matter of fact, and quality data. And these, I would like to break it down into several parts, because when I talk about quality data, people are buying for data, high data or high costly data, and not getting the type that they subscribed to. Because if you promise me 4G internet connection and you charge me X amount of money for that, and at the end of the day you are giving me let's say 3G, or you are giving me what's the other one, the one that comes with the E, the Edge, you are giving me, you are not being fair to me as a consumer. So these are some of the things that they need to look at. Are consumers getting what they signed up for? And also, are we competing fairly? Are the business competing fairly? And when I say fair competition, I'm sure the MTN thing will come into play at some point, where they had to go to Parliament for them to, increase their tariffs for it to be at par, with other telcos. I don't want to get into that one perfectly, but see, people are paying in other parts of the world. People are paying relatively less for the same data. And I'm not going to mince words. If we want to compete on the African continent, I'm not talking about even the world, on the African continent, we have people who want to use data But Charlie, the thing they cost. And it keeps increasing by the minute. So if you want to build a streaming platform of which the fundamental thing that is needed has to be data. And this thing, people have been fighting for it online. Charlie, with high cost of data, we are talking about it day and night. And you are not minding us. How best, Charlie, if you launch the streaming platform, where are we going to get the money to buy even the data? We are not even going to talk about the exchange rate and all that. We don't want to even, talk about that. But anyway, let me switch over and pick your thoughts on this one, Mr. Edem Chotome. Also, the Deputy Minister on Creative Arts also spoke about it.
Yeah.
Tourism,
arts and culture.
Tourism, arts and culture, forgive me. Also spoke about it. But let me pick your thoughts a little bit on it before I get to that.
We need some disclosures on the matter. Because if people are about to do business, because they are going to do business, whether it's a partnership with government or it's a privately owned initiative, they are going to do business with some level of stakeholders. And those stakeholders will do business with a clean mind if they understand the ramifications and the dynamics of the platform. So I think I'm happy I've seen an invitation of a launch coming on Wednesday.
The thing is going to be
Wednesday,
launched,
right?
Yeah, 30th is Wednesday.
So I will be happy that some of these questions, is it a private-public partnership? If it is, what are the percentages? And what is the kind of partnership in terms of the contribution of the public? What is it that the public is contributing to the private? And what is it that the private is bringing on board? And, I mean, when these are answered, we'll get to understand. And like the Vice President was saying that it's a first...
Ever?
No, there is a local one, which Uptown. Yeah.
Do you know why people are interested to know if the government is involved in this? Do you know why?
Tell us why.
Okay, I'll tell you. The cost of maintenance of a streaming platform is crazy.
Yeah.
Marketing of a streaming platform.
For it to have that
For
audience.
it to have that audience, that volume, that base, for an artist to feel secure that if I submit my works here and I even give them the exclusive rights, they'll be able to market my song for me. Do you know how many times artists just submit their songs to like other DSPs, and the DSPs themselves, looking at the deal that they have with the artist or maybe their record label, would go the long way of even marketing them in other markets that, Charlie, so we need government support at this point in time for us to compete fairly on the world market.
Exactly.
That is why people are interested. So because I just got to take but why are people talking about it? Let's look at the product itself, bro. I can say this.
Which product?
The music streaming platform.
Is it out? Do you know the features now?
No, I do not know. That is why I'm saying that.
But if the person says we should look at the product now, you don't have that at hand. How do you analyze it?
Exactly. People are interested because it will come with a certain level of cost, and without government backing, I'm sorry. I'm not.
So
I don't think it can even compete and get to the level of penetration that After even had.
I think that when this is launched on Wednesday, we'll come here on Thursday.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk a lot about because it is going to be launched, and I think if some of us are there, we will ask certain questions and we'll come here to discuss it. So I just can't wait.
That is if they call you.
Yes.
If I raise my hand and they call me.
But do you think what would be the weirdest thing that can happen on Wednesday would be us seeing the marketing director, I can say, on stage with the
vice president,
with the vice president telling us now that
there's a partnership. I think
that would be so weird.
I think their communication, I think they should have preempted some of the questions which the media will ask before they hit on the road. So now you commit yourself in a certain way, but maybe you can come with explanation. So you can explain. So that one can happen. So, I mean, let's just hope that we are on the right path, because at the end of the day, we want some level of improvement in the lives of the creatives. And if it's a platform which will better help them in promotion and revenue generation, I mean, it's a good one. But we don't want a situation where there will be like some undisclosed deals, then later problem will come. Then this one will say this person will say that. We don't want that because, I mean, this industry has been through a lot of chaos. And we do not want to continue like this because if it happens like that, it's difficult to have the private sector come in. So we just believe also that they are doing, good, stakeholder relations with the right owners so that.
When you say right owners, who are you talking about? Who are you
I'm talking about
the music owners.
the music, the song, the owners
who
of the
submit
song.
those who submit.
That one, the lady explained.
I'm sure they're having a good discussions with them. And I think the vice president submission, I had some royalty issues he mentioned. I'll be very happy on Wednesday to hear further elaboration on that royalty part and the streaming aspect.
That is why they mentioned Gamro and all those people.
But okay, so
because they said they are doing some works with Gamro, Musica.
Okay. So
then the streaming. So on Wednesday,
can we do some education this morning?
Let's do it.
Can we do some education this morning? I'm the small that I know with respect to revenue collection for artists. It's not just the usage of music on a streaming platform. Yeah. It's the usage of music by radio station, by restaurants, nightclubs, by mobile spinners, usage of music in films and even anywhere. Once you pick the person's product and use it, the revenue, you need to contribute something for the artist or the company that helped produce the artist to also get something small to grease their engine. That is my small knowledge on it.
Sure.
So how would this streaming platform correct all the other?
I'm not sure it is to correct all the others because they also feed in. It's like a stream joining the main.
So I'll go back to the caption again. Says Bawumia announces November launch of local streaming platform. To the word they use, revolution. Nice.
So he's talking about the revolution because if it doesn't come with some exclusive change, then it's like they are following. So like there's nothing revolution about it.
But this
because
is
one already we have a local
royalties.
No, a politician is talking.
So you should listen to it politically.
He's whipping up your interest in what he's coming to produce for you. But why do you doubt that it will revolutionize the
So if
system?
he doesn't see those things he's expecting.
Okay.
No, but wait for it to come.
So
and see the revolution.
No, hold on. Kwame.
You are preempting the revolution.
No, hold on. So when Mr. Agler sent in the link, I spent as a whole like a 4-hour video. I decided to watch that Titanic myself. So yes, I decided to watch every part of it. And listening to the features. If this streaming platform is the same thing,
that's gonna Then
there's the revolution there. Then
this one you heard it, but you need to see it. Seeing is believing, not hearing.
Let's listen to Marco Krekumante on the streaming platform.
Deputy Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture, Honorable Marco Krekumante. Market Asimo Akwababa Entertainment Review. So.
Yeah, Kwesi.
Empacho we haboko.
Yeah. Me so when I'm from Kakra. And now me more conversation I'm reading. Me in the middle. To be honest with you, man, from the beginning. But I said about a month ago or 3 months ago, I'll be me about Dr. Bawumia's manifesto, our promised platform for streaming or for logging or whatever. If we don't in Ghana, we buy number 2 to share creative industry for now, or we treaty so over launch the platform, which is weaker again anyway, over launch it. But what I know about it, not now we are considered as a power when you and say over kind dam about how we say that platform na seminar. The country was an area that ambiguous kaka Now, we are still monitoring and we are dealing with the private sector. Because the truth is that even if government has the strength to do it on its own to run it, the last time maybe NYB, your friend Musio, I have waffle. I have waffle. I can't say, Nintia, TB, then what am I? It to run for MTN, nominate Vodafone, nominate telephone, nominate. It is because dealing with Hanyamano, number Sonkaka, it's been one for agents, so that MTN, Telecel, Airtel go, they are free somehow. It is we as a government and as a party, they are promising in our manifesto. But the truth is that NPP is a capitalist party. The idea between the government and the private sector and with my NPP will choose the private sector person. And again, for this area, I think it is prudent to say government will throw its weight and endorse the private sector driving this thing than government. Because it is an area that, like I said earlier on, it is not as easy as it looks on the outside. I know a lot of apps, a lot of platforms. Question, and I remember this question came up. Said platform I'm promising away. And I'm not sure how our research has shown that time, successful. And in my example, why the MTN and the MTN music, is it about Bayuba, these had to get challenges. And you know, government had chosen the private sector people, our Mapuche vice president, to say, this is what they have. And I think it is prudent to say, they must support a private sector person driving this thing for Ghana, the government itself trying to build it and running it. And I'm saying we are still talking, we are still engaging with private sector. Yeah, let's see how it goes. But I said I'm answer saying and now say private and again, private sector near what we are building. That's our Bible journey here. I think it is not out of place. That is what I know about this conversation. This week, the team, next Abba office, Abby Home Minister, Honorable Ejapamesa, conversations are not so. What I know is that private people be in the area, and the government or Dr. Bawumia team, and now they got to me say, and Yenina, and Kofuyachi. Because it is for the next 4 years, if you remember. A manifesto promise for next 4 years. No, we have now. We can't say because we have promised next 4 years. Let's not throw our weight behind these people and make it happen. Next 4 years. Okay, now minimum of name. I don't know what they told you earlier on in the studio. If I'm contradicting, I do not know. But this is what I know.
Okay, so if we get him correct. What is in the manifesto has not started
at all.
However, some people brought
a project
and they realized that it will solve a similar problem to some extent. So why do they have to wait for the next 4 years? Rather, they will support these people so they do theirs. Then they look at maybe subsequently on developing the other one.
The question is what I asked earlier
we want to
on.
know
Are they
the
still
kind
going
of
to
support.
do next year's their own? Because what they said they would do wasn't just a streaming platform for music.
Content creators.
Star 281 hash this morning. We're giving out 1,000 Ghana. Yeah, chase cafe.
What baby up and streaming up.
1,000 Ghana cities is up for grabs this morning. Start playing right now. Star 281 hash CCA Boshimna. Yeah, also better for cash in the Star 281 hash. Star 281 hash. It's called quick cash for a reason. I think it's only right that we get onto the phone lines and talk to Tilly. She started this conversation.
Oh, yes, no.
It's only right that we get Tilly Akweanipo on the line. Hello, Tilly. How are you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
Oh, baby of baby, me day pan. And you've started World War IV Ghana version. Anyway, so quick one. According to Kwame Dazi, he's here. This conversation there, we no go talk and then Jesu will be responding. No, Kwame Dazi is here. Kwame Dazi is saying that Bawumia did not say you were there You were at the creatives whatever meetup or whatever it was. You were
Mm-hmm.
there. Kwame Dazi was also there. Bawumia did not say that they've paid for it, but they will take care of. They will.
But it's in the audio. We all played it. We all listened to it.
Yeah.
So it's not me saying, but it's in the audio.
Based on that, if that is the case, then that would mean that you asked the wrong question. Tilly, am I right or wrong in this case?
Okay, so let's put the thing in context so that we can now see if the question was wrong or probably right. So he's saying that they are going to launch on November and that he has checked the thing and everything is well, right? Is that in the audio you played?
Yes.
So they are going and that they have taken care of the developmental phase. And then there was an applause, right?
Oh, hold on. Was that in the message from Bawumia? Because I did not hear that.
Yes.
Hello, Tilly. Hello. Okay. Let's try and get her back because
I didn't play that part.
Okay, so let's play the tape again.
Yes.
I've been
Let's play the tape. In the tape no or in.
There me can't baby you can't say what tia no.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Marisa menya.
Abba.
Gamro, the music producers and the private sector, and it has been completed. And we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. And it has been completed. And we are going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry.
Not sure to it.
Yo, hold on. That's where the applause was.
Make sure that.
Say, if you people don't.
If he doesn't make sure, he will not take care of it.
I can play it again.
Play it again.
Let's listen to that part. I beg.
Going to support this and make sure that we take care of the development expenses related to this platform for the industry. So, in all, I think today I was satisfied after the various presentations that were made to me that we are ready to outdoor this new local streaming platform for Ghanaian musicians and film producers.
Okay. Make sure that we take care of. So if they don't make sure,
I'm Tilly back on the line, please. Let's allow Tilly.
Hello.
Yes, Tilly.
Sorry, my network where I am is terrible.
Please position yourself well and let's have this conversation.
Yes, I'm outside, so let's talk now.
Okay,
great. So then, if he says whether or not he says he's going to take care or he's taking care of the developmental phase, then it means that there is an affiliation with the private entity. If it's going to be a privately managed thing, there is a relation between the government and then that private entity. Now, the conversation that we had on peace, the question I asked, which is why I'm saying that the question was not wrong, is that the government has made us aware that they are involved in this thing that they are going to launch on November. Now, the entire basis of the conversation we had on Peace FM was that the one the government is going to launch, which he has spoken about at the Creative Arts event, is the reason the woman is here, to come and explain and give us details as somebody who is working on the project. Only for us to ask the question, he said, no, the government is not involved in any way. In fact, my question was that the government said they're taking care of the developmental. So knowing that it is the maintenance and the administrative work of the DSPs that usually makes them take a lot from the creatives, is the government also going to take care of or subsidize those things so that now you can give or you can assure the artists that because the government is taking care of this thing, maybe you will get more on what you probably get on Spotify or get on Apple. And that was when she revealed that the government has no track on with this particular one. So then the question, it changed the conversation. Because then if the government says that I have watched the thing, it is fixed, we have done it, I liked it and all. And this person says that no, that is not what we are talking. The government has not said. So who was Bawumia talking about? Do you get it?
Okay.
So whether or not he says they have paid, they are going to pay for the day. That is actually not even the main thing for the thing. He says we have done it, we have watched it. I have gone to. He said it. I don't know if you played the audio. I have seen the thing, and then there was an uproar. Now the person or the thing that they said that this is what they are going to give to you, and that is from the government. The person says government name count. So is it that they are going to the one that the lady brought? It's not it, and it's a different thing that is coming. Or per the voice you played from the deputy minister. Now they are rallying behind the private person, and if so, how come at this point in time the private person is not aware of the involvement of the government in this thing? Do you get it? Is it going to be like 1D, 1F when they said we're going to do whatever company, one district, one factory, and then at the end of the day, it happened that they are going to support private people to do it? What is the conversation? Because per what the deputy minister said, clearly now, if that is what we are going to go by, it means that the government is not going to do anything. It is the private person who is doing, and they are going to support. And if so, why are we bringing a new one when there's Aftown there also by a Ghanaian? Why isn't the government pushing that? Because if it is about just the private person doing and then government supporting, then Aftown is there and there are some there. So that is the conversation and why it twisted. So when she made it clear that the government has absolutely no involvement, then we said, why are we having the conversation? Because the conversation was born from Bawumia saying that they are going to do it for us. It was very beautiful and all of that. Whether or not they have paid or they are yet to pay, he says they are going to take care of that thing or they're taking care of it. Whatever it is. Now, we are here. The woman says Bawumia has nothing to do with it. So what is the conversation?
Okay.
Is it a privately owned thing that we were just applauding for, or it is the MPP that is taking somebody's private thing, or it is the person that brought the woman to the space that did not communicate to her and said, more than any way, na MPP in Kahun. You see where the conversation is going?
Yes. Quite confusing, but anyway. Tilly, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. I don't know if Kwame, as you have...
I beg, just a quick one. I beg. We are saying the same thing. If Tilly listened to us from the beginning, the same thing we're saying. The only thing we want to correct, because these are facts we are putting out there, is the fact that Dr. Bawumia did not say that he had 100%.
They have already done it.
These are not his words, and he didn't say that. Yes. He said they will make sure they take care of the expenses. Future tense.
And
so that is what we exactly. We're not saying that. Continue.
But then that would be in effect if the lady who was at Peace FM, the product Akisi, the product that she was presenting was the one that would be in effect if that was the one that Bawumia is also talking about.
Yeah, because
as it stands now, we don't know.
No, we know. Deputy Minister says
Mark has made
it clear that what they intend to do in 2025 is what is in their manifesto. This one is a private enterprise pushing this, and they are supporting, endorsing. He used the words endorse and support.
What if they are endorsing Aftown? How we gonna know? Because the GMX lady said that they don't have any relationship with the government.
So on the launch, we will get to know. I think Tilly should. I mean, we are quoting the vice president, so like we need to, because whatever you say becomes, news or could be used somewhere. So we just need to get some things clear. So whether she can just accept that, because I'm not sure she'll be happy if somebody misquotes her. So this one, the vice president said.
But I don't know if you get Tilly's point.
Yeah, I understand.
Tilly's saying
we've made that point. So we've made that point
already.
If they are saying they are supporting, what is the support? I've even asked. I've asked for percentages. What kind of support are they giving? So on the launch, I've told you that I want to know what is the government support. But the lady too is saying something different, that there is no partnership.
There's no partnership.
It's solely.
Yes.
So now what is that make sure that we take off? What would that take?
Okay. We are informing and educating, so we need to put that out.
So I will be happy to see the quantum and the level of the takeoff. You understand? So that futuristic statement, we want to know the quantum. because it is our taxes.
Tilly.
So we cannot just
Yeah.
support anything.
Hello?
But it still remains that
Hello.
that
I'm back again.
talk was
hold
very
on. Adam, hold on.
strategic.
Adam, hold
Martinez
on.
has not spoken. Oh.
Adam, hold on. Tilly,
Yeah.
I hope you heard whatever Kwame Dazi and Adam.
No, the network has. All I heard is quantum.
We only heard quantum. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll reach out to you if we need further clarification on anything.
Oh, I thought Kwame Daddy had a question.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
asked
said
it, but you in
The
fact,
coach,
you
But I didn't ask a question, no.
Oh, okay.
What that
Only a
I'm
question.
saying is that
Okay.
what
okay.
Tilly said on Saturday on Peace FM that they had paid. Bawumia said they had paid for the streaming platform.
It's not true.
He didn't say they had paid 100%. He said they will make sure they take care of the expenses. So this is the correction we are making, or the information we are putting out there to our listeners, that
Okay.
they have not paid, but they are
Okay.
yet to do that. But any other thing you said is correct on point. That's it.
Okay, so then it comes to what I'm saying, that even if they have paid or they are yet to pay or they are still in the negotiating phase, the woman involved says Bawumia and his team and MPP is not involved in any way. So at this point that they are going to launch in November, if the government has not approached this woman, then what comment? Are we tickling ourselves and laughing at an industry or what? Or we are just taking his words and we are just being hopeful? Because at this point, today is October 1, and then this woman is on radio publicizing something from a technical team of something the vice president of Ghana has said, and yet there is no correlation. What are you talking about?
Okay. Tilly, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Yeah. We had
No, but I think Tilly is creating the impression that she's created the impression that we're not tackling the issue. From the beginning, Adam has spoken, I've spoken. We've made this clear. All that he said, she said. We said all that right here. The only thing that we are putting out is quote unquote misinformation. As in Dr. Bawumia said he had paid. That is what we're correcting.
Okay.
Any other thing she said right now, we've said it already. So where is the impression we are creating that, no, you're cutting now before we got here. She wasn't listening. We said everything from the beginning.
Let me get to Martinez.
But as media, we need to put out the facts for people to know the real facts. Yeah, we hear voice Nessa. Maybe she has the voice that Bawumia said that they had paid 100%. Maybe
Because
she
I
can
have
bring that
that one
out.
here.
And I mean, she was even categorical about the percentage.
Star 281 hash is the way to go this morning. 1,000 Ghana cedis is up for grabs. If you win it, you can decide to donate it so that we use it to build our music streaming platform, since we don't know where the funds are coming from. So star 281 hash, star 281 hash. Music streaming platform, mine is Aquadavia Emperor. And as we see, what is this? Anyway, Martinez, your take on this issue.
Very interesting. So we all know that when it comes to the role of government, is to create an enabling environment for the private sector to also, build themselves or invest and then help promote the system. Governments cannot do everything directly. I mean, like building infrastructures and, some of these things, building the streaming platform. It's not possible. So, if a government creates an enabling environment, it helps the country to progress. Something like coming out with a policy, an initiative like this, it is very good. So, with all this back and forth, if you listen to the woman very well, it tells how she has interest in the entertainment sector, and that she's doing her possible best to also help. Invest and help project, put the music and the whole art to a different level, which is good.
I have new information here.
Okay.
And let me share it with production. As it stands now, there's an artwork circulating.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
The
have
launch.
seen
Yeah,
it.
that's what I talked
So
about.
Creates has put this on several platforms.
And it has Ghana music experience, of which Akisiaka represented. And yet on live radio, simultaneously streaming on Facebook and YouTube, said that the government had no relation to that. I'm confused.
No, the government is supporting. The government has endorsed it.
No, but that was Tilly's question. How you want me to play it back?
No. I understand you. The woman says government has nothing to do with that.
Yes.
But government says they are supporting.
So Wednesday, then go explain.
So Slim.
Government says they are supporting. They've endorsed it.
So Wednesday, Dr. Bawumia picture.
So you see that
I'm confused.
So that's the communication gap we're talking about here. The
So Wednesday,
communication
I'm
gap
sure
we're
Wednesday.
talking about
I'm
here.
sure Wednesday
But-
they will explain.
Slim,
So Martinez, hold on a little bit. My dream, I'm thinking that maybe there is a different company elsewhere helping to build a platform like that. And what the lady was talking about on Peace FM on Saturday had no relationship or whatsoever, had no correlation to the government. Like, that was what I was thinking. But then to see their logo again on this
With a vice president, it looks like a partnership. So we want to hear what both parties will say. I'm sure the vice president will
Martinez.
speak. So, audio, you're very cordial.
If allowed us to go the political way, we might read some political meanings into this.
I conf.
You see, where I think there's a problem is this. So, when you listen to the tape carefully, like everybody rightly said, the flag bearer said they will take care of. Maybe it's the same streaming platform.
No, as it stands now, it's the same streaming
It is the
platform.
same.
Now, as it stands, we can't say that it's the same streaming platform.
From what we've seen here.
From what we've seen,
So-
we can verify that it's the same.
Same as which one?
It's the Ghana Music Experience.
That was mentioned on
Yes.
Peace FM during the weekend.
Yes,
that's it.
Akese represented them as
Yes,
the marketing director.
So Slim, with the support, probably is yet to come. The kind of support he spoke about, it could be payment, it could be any other thing. Maybe Akese is yet to receive.
The marketing director
Yes.
is yet to get the memo.
But probably
No, hold on. The marketing director of a company is yet to get the memo that they are in partnership with the government on a project like this.
So that's where the
Of which
problem
they-
is. Probably
hold on.
the
Of which they-
conversation.
I'm sure she said that they've had series of meetings with Gamro and all that. So she's now yet to get info.
So
God is
the-
still in the miracle doing business.
You see, for me, how I see it, like I said,
Wednesday
maybe
will
they
come.
are,
Wednesday will
maybe
come.
the team is here to get that support, but conversation didn't go on well between both parties. So, to the woman, she is speaking her truth. Probably for now, I've not received any support, but we will make sure we take care of. Probably is yet to come. And the honorable minister also coming in to say, this is not the actual streaming platform they spoke about, but theirs relating to the manifesto will probably be next year going. It makes it very difficult to know where we are actually going. Because if we are also to go by the honorable minister's case, it means we are going to have 2 streaming platforms, which will be very good for us. Now we have the private one, and we are going to have the government one, which is in the manifesto. But if you look at the issue now, the vice president launching the streaming platform is the same streaming platform the woman also spoke about, the GMX. So that is where the confusion comes in there. How come the woman will sit on a live radio and say that government
is not
has
involved
not
in
been- yes.
is not involved in
and,
this.
and the same platform
And the
that is
government will
going to
post
be launched.
artwork and it has them it has their logo on it.
That is
Anyway.
what Kwame was saying. It's communication problem.
Okay.
Because,
no problem.
like I said, it might be the issue of maybe the woman not receiving anything, but government knows that they have promised they are supposed to help her.
That's the market. That is your touch point of a business. Your marketing
Especially when we
director.
are getting close to election.
Wow.
And this is something that we have projected so much that government is going to launch streaming platform. Government is going to create a streaming platform to support, which is good for us. But the back and forth is not needed at all because, look, like everybody rightly said, a lot of work has to go into it. You have even raised data issues and all of that, which are very critical areas that government need to pay critical attention to.
for data, if Bawumia wants to, talk about anything digitalization, he needs to understand that it's online
Yeah, so-
and it has to be data.
Yes.
It's-
So these are
if,
areas-
If the data
these
issues
are-
are not addressed,
Exactly. These are areas that need critical attention.
if the fundamentals are weak,
And you see, you raise a solid point, even how they are going to market it. how even competing with the other streaming platform like the Spotify and co. So if you are talking about enabling the environment to support the local ones, I mean public partnership, Uptown, that everybody is raising concern about, also need critical attention because it's also local. And so it makes it very difficult for us to have that full confidence that this is going to operate effectively, because Asha Simponi, if the beginning has to come out with this back and forth, I mean, who owns this? Who is this for? It's whose idea? I mean, there's nothing wrong if government is partnering it, because let's look at it. December GH. These are events held by individuals. But
and the government supports.
Yeah, government supports.
So there's nothing wrong with this.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Anyway.
You understand? So it will be very unfair to tag the woman as if maybe he has betrayed the government. Some people feel she has gone on radio.
You know, one of the wildest moments that happened on the show on Saturday was the person who made the call and made it possible, Kuka, for the lady to be in the studio. At a point in time, Kuka himself was denying the fact that the app has nothing to do with government.
So communication. Who is communicating to the people?
Let's activate the phone lines for our listeners to come through this one. 030-221-6568, 030-221-6567, or 054-8841-39. That is 054-8841-039. Listeners can join the conversation this morning. It's a very, very confusing one this morning. Myself, I can't make the heads and tails out of this thing. But star 281 hash, we're giving out 1,000 Ghana cedis. Star 281 hash, we're giving out 1,000 Ghana cedis this morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, DJ Slip.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, DJ Slip.
Chairman, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Nanaya, calling from Michelle.
Nice one, Nanaya. Let's listen to your thoughts on this issue.
Okay, so DJ, I want to say something. On my way, I think that a nipa you do almost see in positions say among share, maybe I'm more politicized. It is a day and a baby wire cry, and I say, or no, your home fine, I say, to crabby or honor or can. People in positions who say, I dare now or more, and your cry, then they are still politicizing the issue. I really respect your pundits and
030-221-6568. Give us a call. I have Kobe coming in from Teshi. Hello, Kobe.
Yeah, hello.
Kobe, let's listen to you.
Yeah, I was listening to your panelist and you guys, and sometimes it baffles me how you creatives, you don't see that the politicians are just paying lip service when it comes to the creatives. That you guys and Kasana, sometimes I don't know. I am who say politicians, I'm from serious. I was listening to one time. I listened to the same piece FM you're talking about, and Sukwitafo was talking to Sadiq, member of parliament, running for the member of parliament for one of the constituencies, and he was telling Sadiq that parliament is not for production, but it's for serious business. That means you don't respect the profession you are in. They're saying no more. They are just paying lip service. They are not serious about you guys. They are just in to just get your votes, and that's it. They just move out. It's just a communication gap. It's all in to just get your votes. No. They are not in for any serious business with you guys. You should just be serious with yourselves. No. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for joining us. That's Kobe from Teshi. Why?
Wednesday, we will listen to we will make sure we take care of
Isaac is here from Ashama. Let's listen to Isaac. Isaac, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Slim.
Nice one, Isaac. Feel free.
Where book got they for fire give them? If for fire them, give me la.
I was just praying that Bulldog will come to the studio today.
If for can't fire them, give me la. This is what is just taking us for full. I don't want to insult them. I don't want to do anything. But God will judge them one by one. God will judge all of them. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for calling us this morning.
Take care of.
How many of us knew? How many of us knew that?
No, my thing is, the series of events that led to the interview and everything around is just amazing.
Maybe
I just want to shout.
Maybe it's also hype. Maybe it's also hype.
A very nice movie script.
Vice President can calculate it.
But you see, how many of us knew during that meeting with Dr. Bawumia that streaming platform was for a private individual? How many of us knew?
It looks like it.
No, but
the impression was created that it was his platform that was going to be launched.
But that one, he can find a way around it by saying that, there's a partner. He said that.
No, he said that.
That there's a private partner
and I agreed
involved.
I agreed because in his manifesto, he mentions partnership as well. But in this case, there's no partnership according to Akesi.
Let me get to the phone lines and talk to Ato. Ato is our winner of Quick Cash this morning. Hello, Ato.
Yeah, DJ Slim.
Well, you see, I bring you luck.
You pause.
How many tickets did you play?
1 ticket, 5 CD.
5 CD?
Yeah.
And you have 500 Ghana cedis on your phone right now?
500 Ghana did the Momo top right now.
Real quick, respectively. What do you plan to do with it?
Oh, so 1 or 2 things, I'll be,
When you say 1 or 2, what are you trying to say?
Oh, for the popping.
I'll pick it. What do you have to tell people who have not played yet?
Charlie, this is my second time of winning. So
wow.
The thing, my first one, I chop one for Mekukwe.
Okay.
This time I chop for DJ Slim. So next one I will chop for
Mr. Agla.
Andy Dusty. Mr. Agla then Andy Dusty them
Sharpest.
It be real.
Okay. Congratulations and thanks for joining us on the phone.
Yeah, thank you too.
Well, Betway is saying that you have the chance to unlock 5 free spins in the Mega Money Wheel and you stand the chance of winning 1 million Ghana cedis in the jackpot. So what are you waiting for? Log in to betway.com.ga today and take your spin. All thanks to Betway. Remember, terms and conditions apply. We're regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get your way. We also have the Color Party, Adom FM Color Party coming on. Oman Bako, Abusua Bako is coming off on the 2nd of November. That's coming Saturday, staring at us in the faces from 10 in the morning to 6 p.m. at the Legon Botanical Garden. It's confirmed it's the Legon Botanical Gardens is hosting this event before they closed down. In fact, there were rumors out there that they closed down. No. We are going to do this one before they close down. So be part of the nostalgic family fun. It's going to be so much fun with activities such as face painting, bouncy castles, lime and spoon, sack race, adult corner for the parents, live band session. We also have board games, quizzes and prizes. Amazing prizes awaiting you. Plus, we have TGMA Artist of the Year, Stone Boy, Rap Father, Mavis Asante, Pope Skinny, Sheila, Bino Ioni, the man, where is it? Bino Ioni. Performing live. 4 lucky families get to sign up for the Lavon's cooking contest to see who can deliver the goods to win the great prize, to win great prizes. Send us your 1 minute oral cooking to the following WhatsApp number, that is 0531003813. That is 0531003813 to see if you can make the cut. If you're going to prepare, let's say, light soup with plain rice, jollof rice with chicken, plain rice with vegetable stew, yam with tomato stew, just send us the oral cooking of the following steps that you go through. What's it?
You chop contemporary jollof before. I go come cook some.
That's the Color Party this Saturday, so watch out for the Jamal Wash and Fuel contest to see who can wash the fastest, as well as the Fortune Spread Fastest Snack Challenge that is also going on. So grab a ticket for yourself, 30 Ghana cedis, which admits a family of 5 using the short code *714*003# now.